I hope that you guys are all having such a great evening. And I hope everything has been going so great for you guys. I hope in your lives, in your business and everything. I know that I just feel like we haven't really had a call since everything happened for me in March. And so I just wanted to say how much I do appreciate all of you just being so understanding through everything that I was going through and sending me such kind messages or being supportive in our team page or just supporting each other or like just continuing to rock your business on your own journey, whatever. Like that does not, that's so huge to me. And it makes me a million times more thankful. It is so interesting going through something hard in life. You know, you think like, I don't know, I think back to when I used to work for employers, right? And I would go through something hard in life. Like I remember specifically losing one of my grandmothers who I was so close to. Like she was the last female that I was most like. Everyone said I was exactly like her. And so we were so close. And when I remember when she passed away and I was so tore up about it. And I remember going into my job and my boss, it had been like 2 weeks since she passed. And I just seemed I guess I seemed kind of weepy or something. I don't know. But she was like, "Are you okay? What's wrong with you?" It's like, I just remember having this moment like, oh my gosh, you don't get it and you don't care at all. And I just think it's so amazing that we work within our team and our bigger team and our company as a whole, like just Beachbody coaches as a whole are so caring and really look out for each other and support each other and lift each other up, both in the hard times of life and the victorious times of life. And it just made me so incredibly grateful to have this team and to have just the platform that we do to connect with women. And it also just showed me the power of vulnerability, like going through something really hard. And I hope that I so thank you, Nicole, for posting that call from the coach family, from Ashley and our team page earlier today, because that's definitely one I think is super valuable if you are like wherever you are in your business, but especially as a newer coach. She just touched on so many things and how to be you and show up on social media and sell without selling. Basically how to be successful, I would say, without selling. Because I know, I don't know, there was just so much great content in there, but she did touch on The Power of Vulnerability by Brené Brown. And that is something that I would plug all day long. If you have not listened to The Power of Vulnerability by Brené Brown, I highly recommend it, because it is one of those audiobooks that will get you like shifting your mindset to wanting to hide everything going on in your life. Like I know for me, that was before Beachbody, that's what I did. Anything hard I went through, I didn't talk about it. I didn't talk to anyone about it unless maybe my best friend or like maybe my family or something. But I didn't, there's no freaking way I was going to come on social media and share something as personal as a miscarriage. Like that would have never happened before. And it was still so incredibly hard for me to share, and like goes against my, like, there was like, before I shared, it was like, I felt like I was going to throw up because I didn't want to, but I knew that there was two parts to it. One, I knew that if I kept it in, it was going to make me feel like I was hiding something, and I would make me then feel like I'm somehow lying, like showing up smiling, like everything's great and I'm a mom doing my workout, but behind the scenes, I'm a big old mess, you know? And two, I just realized, so I knew like part of it was selfish of like, I just want to be able to get it out so I can just be honest and move forward. But the other part is I realized like, I'm not alone in this. I'm not the only person who's gone through miscarriage or loss or heartache or, you know, any sort of trauma or whatever. Like that is not singular to me. Like there are millions and millions and millions of women who have experienced that and are experiencing that. And so I just realized like, it's really selfish of me to hold it back and lose an opportunity to maybe uplift them and let them know they're not alone, because I know I felt so alone in those moments before I shared. I felt so alone. I felt like I'm the only one. Like, why is this happening to me? And as soon as I shared it, it was the most humbling experience to go, wow, like look at all of these women that have either gone through it or are willing to just be there for me through it and willing to feel. And it made me so much more like, in some weird way, like excited about my business, because I realized my business is not just, it's not just a shake and it's not just a workout. It's not just this feel good feeling we have. It's the community that we're able to build and develop and provide for other women. It's for ourselves and it's for them. And we build these incredible friendships. And it just made me so much more passionate about Beachbody as a whole and about our team as a whole. Like, it has been a very challenging several months and all the whirlwind of emotions, but at the same time, it's made me so much more thankful and grounded in my why. And so I do just encourage you to read that book, or listen to that book, The Power of Vulnerability. And also, like, to just, if you didn't watch Ashley's call last night, go and watch that. But also just to share who you are, to not be afraid to, like, take the veil off the, you know, the PC version that we give everyone in our lives or social media or whatever, like literally just take it off. And that's something I'm constantly challenging myself to do, is like, of course I want to be positive. And of course, like, even through this miscarriage, I didn't want to just show up and be like a downer. I wanted to also share how it was showing me gratitude for the other aspects of my life that maybe I took for granted before. Or, you know, like I was telling my midwife today, I'm like, in the midst of this loss, it has made me, number one, a million times more thankful for my own life, realizing like, I'm a miracle. You're a miracle. Like, we're all literally walking miracles that we are here and living this life. And even through loss, like, it's still a gift and a privilege to be able to feel that. And secondly, like, it made me even more grateful for my kids. They were always miracles in my mind, but realizing like just the depth that everything worked just right for them to come into this world. And so I just think like sharing the positive with whatever you're going through too, like finding those gratitude moments and sharing real and honest and authentically, and just being you and showing up and just being you, like taking the veil off, and being willing to be vulnerable, whether it's something that you've gone through in the past, or maybe something small you're going through now, or something big you're going through now. You know, I understand that maybe in like the very second you start going through it, you don't always feel like sharing, but when you do, I so encourage you to be honest and share, because I do think you'll see that it creates a community of women that like are behind you and that you actually build friendships with. That's become the most exciting part, is just getting to build friendships with people for real. Like, not just talking about my boot camps. Of course that comes up too, but it's just like, there's people behind those emails that we're sending and messages that we're sending. And so that's been really cool to see. But yeah, and also, I mean, like, I don't know how your year is going. I don't know if you feel like, yay, I'm crushing it, and like the goals that I set for myself in the beginning of January, like I'm totally on track, or if you're like, I'm kind of getting there, but not really where I want to be, or you're like, I'm not even close to those goals that I set in the beginning. And so, I mean, I just think that there's never a moment where it's like too late to start crushing your goals. There's never like, oh, you missed the boat, sorry. To me, if you're still living and breathing, you can still go and like slay it. And I know for me, like, I set really big goals in the beginning of January, and I was like plugging along. And then February, after my birthday, I found out I was pregnant. And it, like, you know, as a mom, it just like, you rewire everything. Like, my entire trajectory of the rest of the year was different than I had originally planned, and I wasn't feeling well and all these things. And so, like, I did like take my foot off the gas, because my energy was going to something else that to me was like, okay, I'm just trying to figure out life with feeling sick and 2 kids and all these things. And I'm still hitting Success Club, and I'm still showing up for my business. I'm just not giving it as much oomph as I had planned on. And same for March. Then another wave of news came. And now I'm like, okay, now I'm through that. And now it's full steam ahead again. And now it's kind of like refocusing of what have I done? What have I not done? What do I need to do? And so I just also encourage you, like if that's where you are, wherever you are in your business, take a step. Like this is the beginning of the month. This to me, it's the perfect time to evaluate your business and go, what am I doing awesome? And where do I need to improve? And I know for me, it's like, okay, I'm hitting Success Club every single month. I have for like the last 54 months or something. And that's great. But I want my team to be doing that. I want everyone to be doing that because I know what that's done for my life. To like the compound effect has been so amazing. And I want that for every single one of you and every single one of you and like in your downline and on our team. And so I don't know if anyone on the call is in the Diamond Dash that's going on right now. You certainly do not have to be in a Diamond Dash in order to go Diamond, but I know like from the three of you that are on, I know you've all shared with me that your goals are Diamond, and you are making your way towards that. And I know that hopefully you saw that there is the Pedal Pub at Summit. Are you guys going to Summit? Are all of you going to Summit? Cassie, you are. Yay. Nicole, you're not. Karen, you are. Okay, I got a thumbs up. Yay. Okay, so I just wanted to, like, for you guys and for anyone watching the replay, if you are, like, I don't know if they're going to have, like, a cutoff date of, like, as far as, like, when you need to be Diamond or if you need to be Diamond for 6 weeks beforehand. And I know that you will have to be an active Diamond, though, on that, like at Summit. You can't have become Diamond and then fallen. You can't be a lifetime Diamond. You have to actually be Diamond to have a spot on there. But if you are my personally sponsored coach, then I will pay your $30 to be on there, like without a doubt. And if you, like Cassie, if you or anyone else that does not have a active working upline and I'm like your adopted mama coach, then I'll pay your $30 for you to be there. If you go Diamond, like, so you would have to be Diamond. I'm guessing the way they're going to do it is you'll have to go Diamond, hold it for 6 weeks leading up so that makes you lifetime Diamond. And then you'll actually have to be an active Diamond there. But like for you, Cassie, you go Diamond, I will pay your $30. I would love for you to be on that. And like I said, that goes for anyone that is like an orphan coach. But if you are, if you have an upline, then I'm guessing will take care of that. But for sure, if you're my personally sponsored, I will obviously take care of that as well. Thank you. I told my team that if they are Diamond by the time we go to Summit, I will pay their seat too. Yay! I love it. I want to have a huge, like, I went on it last year and it was so fun, but I, like the whole time, and I think I told you guys this the whole time, even like when I went to the Diamond retreat that Emily and Ashley hosted, I'm like, oh, super fun, but I really just wanted my team there. I'm like, I want all of my team here with me. Like, I want my team. I want you all to be Diamond and or beyond, and I want to be there celebrating you together. So I feel like that's awesome. I'm really glad that they opened it up to everyone. And I did see that was limited seating. So get your spot now, claim your spot, get your name on that Pedal Pub. And I'm just so looking forward to Summit. I know it's going to be the best thing ever. But leading up to it, we have a lot of work to do. It's going to be the best, but it will be even better if we work our butts off up to it and we crush goals, whether you're going or not. So like, even if you're not going, don't use that excuse to be like, well, I'm not going, so I don't have to have that pressure. You can still be recognized. You're still going to get a gift from me if you're my personally sponsored coach. It's still going to be amazing. You're still going to benefit, like increasing your team and your confidence and your income and your volume and all those things. But I think we have work to do. I know I have work to do. And I'm so ready to get to work and do that. And just really see growth within our team. I would like to host I'm going to be hosting a sneak peek next week. And if you guys are not running your own sneak peeks, you're welcome to join me in that. If you are, then rock that, girlfriend. Make sure that you host a sneak peek this month, or 2 or 3 or whatever you want. I do feel like we should do an emerald, like a push to emerald. And I know I mentioned this last month, but I was just not in the frame of mind for it. And I feel like an emerald call is sufficient, but maybe even like a 3-day push to emerald or a 5-day. I've done a 5-day one before and it was great. I just want people that are like serious about it. And if you're serious about it, you can literally do it in a day. But I do feel like, oh my God, I was planning an emerald push after the 15th. Yes, I love that. That's awesome. So then I just know that like everything, our whole base of business, if we can go emerald over and over again and we can help our people go emerald over and over again, all the other big goals will happen. But it's literally just like duplicating over and over. So I feel like that's something that I have lacked in leading that. And so let's do it. Like we're doing it. That's going to happen. And then you can also like, if you plan a sneak peek next week and then you have someone that joins your team and then that following week, like, okay, let's get you to emerald. And then they're in your push to emerald or our push to emerald. That's perfect. So Cassie, I love that you're planning that. I think that's amazing. You know, I just say like also celebrate all of the wins. You know, maybe whether you are like brand new or just getting things going in your business or a seasoned coach and you're rocking, you're hitting Success Club every month. I do think it's super important to celebrate all of the wins because I think we can get so focused on the bigger goal, or at least maybe you don't have this problem, but I can get so focused on the bigger goal that I stop like seeing all the amazing little pieces that are happening, and it's all the amazing little pieces that add up to the bigger ones happening too. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have anything you want to chat about tonight? Are you all doing, or any of you doing the ultimate portion fix right now? No. You are Nicole. You are Karen. Okay. How are you guys liking that? Are you going all in with that? Like, are you doing the nutrition? Do you want to give me some feedback? Yes, no, maybe so.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I am only on module 2 right now, so I don't know if I'm like all in, but I'm like following the meal plan as I remember it.
Yeah.
So far, but I know that it gets
all in to me.
So far, I really love it. So
good. Yeah. I love that. I'm loving the live workouts. Like, aren't those the best ever? It's making me.
Yeah, they are fun.
Yes. And it just like.
It's nice that like they talk the whole time too.
Yep.
It helps it go by faster.
Yep. I know. Same. Like all the like laughter and inside jokes today, I was so welcome. Like I'm like giggling throughout it. And it just makes it fun. I am so thankful again for a company that constantly is putting out new programs, because maybe you're still like loving 80-day obsession or whatever, but I just think it's so great that we have these both for us, like to reinvigorate us. And I know for me, it was such perfect timing. I was like, yes, I need this so badly right now. But also for our customers. Cassie, what program are you doing right now?
I'm finishing up 80-day obsession.
Yes.
And, well, the last like phase 3 was kind of rough for me. I got sick for like throwing up and everything for like 3 days, and it wiped me out for like an entire week. And then I was really having problems jumping back into it, and I really stressed myself out with the meal plan, like with the time nutrition, because you know how it's every 2 to 3 hours. Then whenever I would like go 3.5 hours without eating, I was like, oh my God, I just ruined the entire day for myself. And I was really hard on myself with it. And I decided to kind of take a step back from the time nutrition, just because it was like, I mean, I don't want to say it wasn't worth it, but it was just like the way that it was making me mentally feel, I wasn't happy. And then I got sick like the next week, which was awful. And then I jumped back into it, but I feel like I could have done better. But I have like an exclusive boot camp. We're all finishing up. Saturday is our last day. And then we're starting Transform 20. It'll be my first time doing Transform 20.
Yeah.
We're all starting it on the 15th.
Okay.
And I'm super excited about that. And can I say one thing about like,
Yes.
I just wanted to say, so I've been a coach for 2 years. I just hit my 2-year anniversary in March.
Congrats.
And thank you. And I never had a working coach on my team until last month. And now I have 3 working coaches. And 2 of them hit or got Success Club points last month. And that was my first time ever having anybody like on my team getting Success Club points. And like, I just wanted to tell y'all not to give up and not to like get really discouraged, because I know how hard it can be. And you feel like you're trying to motivate people. You're trying to, oops, sorry. I don't know if that just dinged on here. Like, just don't give up, I guess is just what I'm just trying to say. These girls who decided to start coaching, they were all past boot campers, or they've been in my boot camps for the past. One girl started in October. Actually, 2 girls started in October doing Lift 4 with me. And one girl started with 80-Day Obsession with me in January. And they all just recently started working the business. And so they don't have to start coaching right off the bat. And you just never know.
Yes.
I feel like the momentum is going, and I'm super excited. And
I love it. And you've been hitting Success Club every month.
Mm-hmm.
And you are like an orphan coach, which I say that because it is incredible. Like, you don't have that direct upline. Like, yes, you have me and Ashley and whatever, but I do think that sometimes can be like a mental thing. It's not actually a roadblock, but I think sometimes we like, even people that have a direct upline that's amazing can be like, well, she doesn't have time for me, or but whatever. And so I just think like it is awesome that you're just like you're like driving your own ship, and you're like, I'm going no matter what. And I think that's so awesome, and you're not giving up. So I want to know, like, these people join your boot camp, and we're obviously seeing results. Obviously, love the community that you're providing. So did you have a conversation with them that led them to coach? Were they in a sneak peek? Like, how does that transpire?
One of them was in my sneak peek probably like 3 or 4 months ago after she was a boot camper. So she had a coach, like she joined with somebody else, and then she saw me posting about my boot camps, and her coach didn't have boot camps and stopped coaching. So then she jumped into one of my boot camps. She was in one of my sneak peeks a few months ago, didn't really do anything with it. Her Beachbody On Demand was renewing the last couple of days of March, like March 28th. And I told her, you know what, best option, go with the challenge pack, because it just makes sense. And I know that at one point you're interested in like the coaching side of it, because I know you're in one of my sneak peeks. Is it something you'd still be interested in? You'd be getting discounts. Like, there's really no reason not to sign up as a coach. And then she did, and she was like, you know what, I think I'd like to see how, like, what the business does. Just kind of get my feet wet a little bit. And she did the Getting Started Right call. She watched over the weekend. And she's had 2 people interested already. And then another one of them had never been in one of my sneak peeks, but she just loved how our boot camp ran. And she loved how much motivation there was there. And then another girl signed up as a coach when she first signed up for her challenge pack, but she never wanted to run the business or anything. And then all of a sudden she just decided, you know what, I think this is something I want to do. And I think what I really think it is everybody started to fall in love with not just the products, but just Beachbody as a whole. They found something that they're passionate about within it. And that's what I think is going to make a great coach, is somebody who, like, they found something that, like, they believe in the company and they believe that things that we stand for.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the best kind of coach that you can find, is somebody who has been on both sides. They've been a customer, they've been just a boot camper, and they realize that, you know what, I think this is something that I would really enjoy, because whether it's, I believe, like, I love the superfoods, or I love the accountability. And that's one of the things that I really push for is, like, I wouldn't still be doing my workouts every day if it wasn't for the motivation, the accountability that I get from the girls in my boot camp.
Mhm.
Like, that's what I need, is an extra push.
Yep.
And so I kind of changed my mindset with like my inviting and what I'm kind of gearing my boot camps towards, rather than right away saying, oh, we're going to do like, you get these workouts for an entire year and you get the superfoods and or pre-workout and post-workout. I'm first saying, so you'll get into this this boot camp that's like full of accountability and motivation with these women who are trying to make themselves better inside and out. And I'm trying to focus it more on that, and then like mention the workouts and everything too, because I feel like that's the most important part for me.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, I'm attracting my tribe. Like,
yeah, I love that. And I love that you like listen to your intuition and like kind of self-assess, like, what do I love and what would like attract me? What do I need about this? And you know that that's the kind of people then that you want to attract, are people like you, your tribe. So I love that you made that shift, and that's so awesome.
Thanks.
So for those that like started coaching then, how have you helped them? Have they just like done it on their own? Did you have one-on-one call with them? Did you set them up with the university training? Like what?
So I haven't done like one-on-one calls with each of them. If they wanted to do one, like, I went ahead and jumped on it right away, but I started hosting team calls right away. The first one, there was only one person there, but I talked like there was 73. And, and I've hosted a team call almost every week since then. And one of the coaches and I are running a free group right now, and we're doing a Transform 20 boot camp together. And I'm just making sure that I'm there every time they text me, every time they give me a call, whatever, so I can answer whatever questions they may have. And it's kind of crazy to think that like I never really considered myself a leader. I'm one of those that's like, you tell me what to do and I'll do it. But I've never considered myself a leader. And I've had a compliment from each one of the coaches saying that they're so glad that I'm their coach and that I'm doing a great job. And it just made me feel really good.
I love that. I love that. That's so awesome.
Thanks.
Well, I thank you so much for sharing. That like just made my whole night, because you have been around for 2 years, and we've done a one-on-one, and I've like listened to your goals and whatever, and like to see you consistently show up and just like figure it out yourself. Like you can take trainings and stuff, but at the end of the day, there's like figuring out your own wording and figuring out like even I don't know, it's like if you're like in high school or something, you took like a class, like an English class or something, and the teacher can be like, okay, this is what this means, blah, blah, blah. But it's not until like you get in the trenches and you like write the paper or you read the book or whatever, and then all of a sudden the light bulbs happen and you're like, oh my gosh, I get it now. Like it totally makes sense. She was saying that and now I totally get it. It's the same thing with coaching. Like sometimes there's that learning curve and that time to be like, okay, I'm taking this information and I think I understand, but then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I really get it now, and I'm doing it, I'm figuring it out, and I'm finding my group, and I'm finding my people, and it all becomes so much, it just gets more and more and more exciting. So I love that. And there was something else I was going to say, and I totally lost my train of thought, but I'm really happy for you.
Thank you.
And your team. That's super exciting.
Thank you.
Yes. Dang it. What was I going to say? It was important, but oh well. I just love it. And it's like on the tip of my tongue. It's right there. I don't know. Oh, well, it's gone. It's gone. But that is so cool. And we are just at about 40 minutes. And like I said, I didn't really have anything else for you guys tonight. I hope that you all are going to Super Saturday next weekend. It's going to be amazing wherever. Are you? No, you didn't hog the time at all. I loved it. And that's all like super valuable information. So to everyone, to me, to everyone. And it's also really uplifting. Like I love hearing other people's success stories. I love hearing what's working for you, for anyone, and like finding that traction. And like, what if you had quit a year ago or 6 months ago, Cassie? Like you're like finding your groove now. And I also think there's no timeline. Like someone else can't define success and when that's supposed to happen and what that's supposed to look like. Only you get to do that. And I think that's just so important about like continuing to go and continuing to that compound effect and letting it take the time to have the effect. Exactly. There's no stopping the momentum now. I love it. But yeah, I hope you guys are going to Super Saturday next weekend. I know it's going to be amazing. They always usually announce a new product, and you always come away inspired, whether you know anyone or not. It is so incredibly important for you, for your business, for everything to get to live events. I have missed, I think, 2 Super Saturdays since I became a coach. One was because I delivered Matan. The other one was because we had an ice storm so bad I could not get on the road. But otherwise, I am always there, and it is so important. Like I always walk away so uplifted. And so get there. I'm going to host a sneak peek next week. Like I said, you're more than welcome to do that with me or do your own. I think that would be actually really awesome to host or to do at Push to Emerald the following week. And then just kind of evaluate and see where we're at. There was something else I wanted to say. Oh, I am doing a call next week for Brittany Kaiser and her team. They're in the coach family. She's one of Ashley's coaches. But I think that we're going to trade calls. So one of the Wednesdays in this, I'm thinking it'll be in April. I need to get back to her on like nailing down an actual Wednesday for her. But she will be a guest speaker, and she is amazing. I love her so much, and I hope that we have the biggest turnout because she is gold. Her heart is so pure. She is so incredible. She hits Success Club every month. She is rocking her journey, like just being her authentic self. She's so incredible. And she also went diamond in like 2 weeks, I think. And so she's going to talk to us about mindset and like flipping that switch. And I'm really excited for you guys to hear from her. So I will let you know well in advance when I nail down a date and the time and everything. But thank you guys so much for getting on, and I love you. And I'm so excited for our April, and let's crush it this month and every month leading up to Summit and thereafter. Okay. I hope you guys have the best evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, hold on. Don't go anywhere. The most important part. Okay. Are you there? 1, 2, 3. Yay. Thanks, Cassie. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.